kidding, right? That's a no-go. I like that story. However, going on, we don't have time for it. Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to WWDD, the stories we didn't do this week. And Mike, I'm going to hand it over to you to start things off with today.
You know, I got a text message from a friend of mine who's really passionate about the story that we didn't cover, and I want to explain why, because we also saw some comments in some of our YouTube videos. There was a march against Monsanto in dozens of cities in the country and around the world, in probably like dozens of countries. Monsanto makes genetically modified organisms, which are copies of animal cells and plant cells, and they are used to fertilize crops and used in a lot of food.
Right.
There is no mainstream science that proves that there's anything wrong with it, yet opponents say that there needs to be more research done and labeling needs to be clearly done.
Well, yeah, and I mean, Monsanto for years and years has fallen under heavy criticism from, you know, health rights activists and people who say Monsanto, it's bad stuff. Like, don't buy any Monsanto products. Including
a lot of allegations to, you know, buying off politicians and putting things into, you know, bills and laws that have been.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time.
That's true.
Right.
So there was a march, and I just want to explain to our viewers that one of the main reasons we did not cover that story was, A, it was on a Saturday. We were not live on those days, and we came back on Tuesday. And B, there was a lot of heavy news this week, and unfortunately, it didn't make it to the top of the pile. We are watching, we're listening, and we're paying attention to these things.
And thank you very much for that. We also had a story this week about tanning beds. Now, I have to make a confession, as a child of the 80s, I did a lot of tanning bedding in the 80s and 90s, but I did. I love to tan, and now I'm paying the price. In fact, I'm getting things removed by my dermatologist, you know, every week. But anyway, the FDA is now saying that if you, next time you go lie in a sunbed, you're going to see a warning there from the FDA saying that if you are under the age of 18, you can't use it. This is a brand new thing. I think it's great. So we'll see.
Did you spray
Very
tan
dangerous.
back
Did I
in the
spray
day?
tan? They didn't have spray tanning when I was growing up. No, it was like you baked in a sunbed, you laid out with baby oil. I mean, the whole thing, and you know, I can't do that in my middle age now. So, and then on a much lighter note, ladies, we had some exciting sports news here in New York.
New York. News.
Yeah.
Rachel and I are so excited because the Rangers are going to the Stanley Cup.
Yay! First time in 20 years. So it's really exciting here in New York.
1994 was the last time they went. I actually played hockey my whole life, from when I was 4 until high school.
Yeah, and we can see that.
Yeah,
for sure. You definitely look like a hockey player.
Crazy.
By the way, Nick, who's our great tech guy, he did a thumbs down when you all go.
Nick is
Devils.
bitter. Nick is bitter.
Bitter because New Jersey
next
did
year.
what this year?
Yeah, we weren't too good.
Weren't too good, right. All right, so we'll see if they end up playing the Chicago Blackhawks or the LA Kings.
Game 6 is tonight.
That's right. Any predictions?
I don't
Come on,
know.
come on,
I don't
come on,
know.
come on.
I
We're on
hope
TV.
it's the
Let's go.
Blackhawks because Rachel wants the Kings.
I prefer the Kings to win.
Meryl. All right.
But for no real reason.
Yeah, but we really want the Rangers to ultimately win the Stanley Cup, and hopefully they will. That's all from us. Have a great weekend, and double guns, everybody. See you next week.